Have you ever felt like you're living in a movie but you don't know the script? It's like there are invisible strings pulling you in certain directions, shaping your choices, your thoughts, even your feelings. It sounds like science fiction, but what if I told you that, in a way, we're all living in a kind of invisible matrix? Not one made of computer code, but one built from beliefs, media, and social conditioning. This matrix shapes our perception of reality, often without us even realizing it. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and explore this invisible framework that governs our lives. We'll look at how it's constructed, how it influences you every single day, and most importantly, how you can start to see beyond it and reclaim your freedom to think, feel, and act for yourself. Let's start with the first pillar of this matrix, our beliefs. From the moment we're born, we begin absorbing beliefs like a sponge, first from our parents and family, then from our teachers, our friends, and our culture. These beliefs form the fundamental operating system of our minds. They tell us what's right and wrong, what's possible and impossible, what we should value and what we should fear. Think about your beliefs about money. Are they that it's the root of all evil, or that it's a tool for freedom? How about your beliefs about success? Does it mean a corner office and a big salary, or does it mean creative fulfillment and strong relationships? These aren't just abstract ideas. They are the very lens through which you see the world. If you believe you're not good enough, you'll subconsciously look for evidence to confirm it. You might shy away from opportunities, interpret neutral feedback as criticism, and sabotage your own success. Your belief creates your reality. The matrix works by making these inherited beliefs feel like absolute truths, not just one perspective among many. The second, and perhaps most powerful pillar of the matrix is the media. In today's world, we are bombarded with information 24/7, news channels, social media feeds, movies, advertisements. They all contribute to building our perception of reality. The problem is, this information is rarely neutral. News outlets have biases and agendas that determine which stories get covered and how they're framed. An event can be portrayed as a heroic act of freedom or a dangerous act of rebellion, depending entirely on the source. Social media is even more insidious. Algorithms are designed to show you content that reinforces what you already believe, creating an echo chamber. You see post after post that confirms your worldview, making it seem like everyone thinks the way you do. This is the matrix solidifying its walls around you. Advertisements constantly tell us we're not happy, thin, or successful enough, but that we can buy our way to perfection. They create a manufactured sense of lack, a feeling that we are incomplete without the next product. It's a subtle form of conditioning that keeps us chasing an ever-moving goalpost of satisfaction, distracting us from looking inward for true fulfillment. This constant stream of curated information doesn't just inform us, it actively shapes our desires, our fears, and our identity. This leads us to the third pillar, social conditioning. This is the process of being trained to think and behave in a way that is acceptable to our society or social group. It's the unwritten rulebook of life. From a young age, we learn how to act. Boys are told not to cry. Girls are told to be nice. We're taught to go to school, get a good job, get married, buy a house, a prepackaged life plan. Deviating from this path often invites judgment, criticism, or even ostracism. This pressure to conform is immense. It is the reason you might bite your tongue in a meeting when you have a brilliant but unconventional idea. It's the reason you might pursue a career you hate, simply because it's considered prestigious and safe. Social conditioning creates powerful invisible fences. We stay within the lines because we fear being judged or rejected. We follow the herd, often without questioning where the herd is going. The matrix thrives on this conformity. When everyone follows the same script, the system runs smoothly. We become predictable cogs in a machine, our unique potential locked away behind the fear of being different. The matrix tells you that fitting in is the ultimate goal, but true freedom lies in daring to stand out. So, we have these three powerful forces: beliefs, media, and conditioning, all working together to construct our perceived reality. It can feel overwhelming, even a little disheartening. You might be thinking, if this matrix is all around me, am I truly free at all? The answer is a resounding yes. The key to breaking free isn't to destroy the matrix, it's to become aware of it. The moment you realize you're re-wearing colored glasses is the moment you gain the power to take them off. The first step is radical self-awareness. Start questioning everything. Ask yourself, is this thought truly mine, or is it something I was taught to think? When you have a strong emotional reaction to something in the news, ask yourself why. What underlying belief is being triggered? Whose narrative are you buying into? Pay attention to your daily habits. Why do you scroll through social media? Is it for connection, or is it to numb a feeling of boredom or inadequacy? This process of questioning is like finding a crack in the code of the matrix. It's your entry point to a different reality. The next step is to consciously curate your inputs. You are in control of what you feed your mind. Unfollow social media accounts that make you feel bad about yourself. Diversify your news sources and actively seek out perspectives that challenge your own. Read books on topics you know nothing about. Talk to people who have lived completely different lives than you. Every time you expose yourself to a new idea, you weaken the walls of your echo chamber. Think of it like a mental diet. Just as you choose healthy food to nourish your body, you must choose healthy information to nourish your mind. This isn't about isolating yourself from the world. It's about engaging with it more intentionally. Instead of passively consuming whatever the algorithm feeds you, become an active explorer of ideas. This deliberate curation is an act of rebellion against the matrix. You're telling it, I will not be passively programmed. I will choose what I believe. Finally, breaking free requires embracing discomfort. Stepping outside the lines of social conditioning is scary. Voicing a dissenting opinion, choosing an unconventional career path, or simply being your authentic self can feel risky. Your brain, wired for safety and belonging, will scream at you to get back in line. This is where courage comes in. The courage to be misunderstood. The courage to disappoint others' expectations of you. The courage to walk your own path, even if you have to walk it alone for a while. Start small. Say no to something you don't want to do. Share an opinion you've been holding back. Wear something that makes you feel great, even if it's not in style. Each small act of authenticity strengthens your freedom muscle. You begin to realize that the judgment you feared is often far less severe than you imagined. And more importantly, you start to attract people who appreciate you for who you truly are, not for the role you were conditioned to play. This is where you find your true tribe and build a reality based on authenticity, not conformity. Living outside the matrix doesn't mean you're suddenly perfect or that life becomes easy. It means you are awake. You see the strings, you understand the programming, and you consciously choose your response. You stop being a passive passenger in your life and become the driver. You learn to distinguish between the voice of your conditioning and the voice of your true self. You realize that reality isn't a fixed, objective thing that happens to you. It's a dynamic, subjective experience that you co-create with your beliefs and your focus. The world you perceive is a reflection of your inner state. If you change your inner world by questioning your beliefs, curating your inputs, and acting with authenticity, your outer world will inevitably transform. This is the ultimate freedom. It's not about escaping the world, but about fully and consciously engaging with it on your own terms. So, I invite you to start today. Pick one belief that might be limiting you and just question it. Look at it from all angles. Where did it come from? Does it truly serve you? Pay attention to the media you consume for the next 24 hours and notice the narratives being pushed, and find one small way to step outside your comfort zone and act in a way that feels a little more like the real you. This isn't a one-time fix. It's a lifelong practice of awareness and courage. It's the journey from being a character in someone else's story to becoming the author of your own. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration today. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments which part of the matrix you're going to start questioning first. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content on breaking free and creating a life of conscious design. Until next time, stay aware and stay authentic.